It was a nice summer evening when my friend Leon called me to hang out. He said that a friend would come to hang out. His name was Alessandro, a guy I already knew, but I never really did something with him because he was always stoned back in days, and some of my friends said that he was not a good handling guy. So I head out to Leon's house, and we were talking a bit. After 10 minutes, Alessandro arrived. He was a tall, skinny but good-looking guy. I have to say that I don't like smoking weed, but these guys were directly rolling a joint. So we went out to the shack in Leon's garden. They were rolling a joint and I sat next to them. Suddenly, Alessandro had an idea. We could go out to the shisha lounge and smoke a shisha. He said that he would pay for us. Leon and I directly agreed his idea. It's not a long way, I said. We could walk, it's only 3 miles, man. Leon was shaking his head and said, man, it's 10 p.m. Maybe there's a bus driving that direction. Alessandro was on the toilet. He opened the door and agreed my decision. Hey, we could save some money and get more cash for our nightly plan. I was confused about his decision. He was not that kind of guy who likes walking. But suddenly Leon changed his mind. So we started walking to the city. On the way, there's a little avenue, and after a mile, there's a crossing road. One of these ways goes by the road. The other way is a muddy gravel way which goes by a refugee home. But the muddy gravel way is much shorter than the other way, so we took the muddy gravel way. Leon whines that he don't want his shoes to get dirty. Alessandro said, man, don't be such a pussy. I'ma pay your cleaning or I'ma clean by myself. I was a bit pissed because they argue about the little things in their life. But it's okay. They stopped arguing. Alessandro thought it was a good idea to scare us with some horror stories. He told us some stories about our city and especially about our village. He told us something about a horror house in the city. His stories were not that scary, so we walked on without any bad thoughts. Again, after a mile, there was a crossing road. The left road went to a village, the right one to the city. And I said, guys, I hate this way. I don't know why, but every time I walk it, I'm afraid of the dark, and yeah, I know it sounds stupid, but I don't know why. Alessandro answered, you don't have to be afraid. We're in a group of 3 guys, and there's nobody inside. So, I mean, yeah, you're right. It's pitch black over here, but trust me, you don't have to be afraid. Smoking the last pulls of his cigarette. I thought he was right. It only was 1 mile to go until we arrived. Now we took the right path. It was Avenue 2. On the right, there were bushes and trees. Big trees. And there was a big river on the left. But there were no lights. I was walking in the middle and Leon on the right. So Alessandro was left of me. On the half of our way, we heard something rustling in the bush. I had goosebumps immediately. Alessandro said, guys, chill, it could be a bird or something like that. In my head, I thought, yes, it could be right. But right in the moment Alessandro stopped talking, something big and gross fell down the tree. It was as big as a motor scooter. I was so in shock, I was paralyzed. Leon was paralyzed too. It was so big and gross that I couldn't tell what kind of thing that was. Sandro ran away back the way we came from. But after 20 feet, he came back to grab us. We were still paralyzed and afraid what kind of thing that was. He grabbed us and shouted, hurry up, we fucking need to get away. My heart beated so fast like it never did before. We started running away, but we heard how the thing was chasing us down in the river. It ran as fast as it could, but we did that too. We never saw that thing again, but we heard how it was chasing us. We only heard the fast noise of something running on water. I never ran so fast. We ran 2 miles continually. We were breathing heavily. I said, fuck, I couldn't move. What in the hell was that? I don't know, said Leon, breathing heavily. Let's just go to my house. I want to forget this shit. Alessandro would just quiet their way back home. I never was that happy to be at home. I can tell you for real. Said Leon. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you for real. I'm glad that we're still here. Yeah, let's just watch some TV. Yeah. I answered. Alessandro just laid down on Leon's bed and fell asleep. I fell asleep watching TV. Later that night I woke up because I was freezing. In the corner of my eye, I saw something reflecting. It came from the window. I had goosebumps again and just looked out what it was. I saw eyes. Big, red, reflecting eyes.